KS Heating and Air, the team ensuring your comfort.
Here's your Weather Xtreme video for this Sunday morning, October 14th. I'm meteorologist Bill Murray this morning, and it was just 4 days ago. Hard to believe that we were looking at this terrifying satellite picture as Hurricane Michael made landfall on the Florida Panhandle coast. And of course, 1 week ago today, we were tracking Tropical Depression 14 east of the Yucatan in the Western Caribbean. Pretty certain that it was going to come northward into the Gulf of Mexico, probably impact the northern Gulf Coast. But even then, even though we feared rapid intensification, no one had any idea that it could become a near Category 5 monster before it made landfall. It is a day that we will remember forever here in much of the United States and certainly along the Gulf Coast. And still a little bit of tropics to talk about. Hurricane Leslie, post-tropical cyclone Leslie, whatever her name was, came inland Portugal late yesterday with hurricane force winds, and will be spreading tropical storm force winds across Spain today. This is a good look at the system from an interesting place, the Meteorological Service of Portugal. This was their radar image of Leslie as it moved in on Saturday afternoon. But after 72 advisories and 22 or 23 some odd days of roaming the Atlantic today, it is goodbye to Leslie. We said goodbye to Nadine, and of course goodbye to Michael, and now at least it will be quiet in the tropical Atlantic for some time. We're sandwiched in between high pressure early this morning, high pressure to the east, and big cold high pressure over the west. But here in Alabama, a little tongue of low pressure extending up through Texas and into the Mississippi and even the lower Ohio Valley. Look at that disturbance moving through western Tennessee, northern Mississippi. It triggered rounds of showers last night over Arkansas, Tennessee, northern Mississippi, even northwest Alabama. Muscle Shoals picking up 1/10 of an inch of rain in late evening showers last night. But that is the remnants of Pacific Hurricane Sergio, which moved across Old Mexico, Baja, and up into the southwestern United States earlier this week. Its moisture is going to be moving into the Ohio Valley later today. But we have a very active jet stream across the United States right now, sort of a split flow over the western United States, trying to come back together over the east, but this high-speed flow keeping things very active. And we see the showers that we should expect later today. We've had a little break in the showers that occurred north of I-20 overnight last night. They'll be back this afternoon in areas mainly over northwestern Alabama in the vicinity of that fast flow and trailing along the rear flank of the remnants of Sergio, that upper-level disturbance as it goes across. Nationally, we have lots of frost and freeze advisories in the east, lots of frost and freeze advisories across the central part of the country, and plenty of winter storm warnings and winter weather advisories across the Rockies and those areas. Sangre de Cristo Mountains of northern New Mexico, expecting 6 to 14 inches of snow through this morning, above 7,500 feet. So really, winter is getting its act together. Now, as we head toward Monday, we're going to see this cold front back to our northwest. You can see it depicted here in the model output of the dew point. It'll be stretching across northern Texas, southeastern Oklahoma, up into Missouri. We see a bit of a surface reflection over Arkansas, and we see a tongue of moisture moving up through Louisiana, Mississippi, and into the Tennessee Valley. And that will set the stage for more showers and some thunderstorms tomorrow on Monday across areas of southern Tennessee, northwestern Alabama, and northern Mississippi. That activity is going to be with us most of the day, moving across those areas. But I think it stays mostly north of I-59. But now by Tuesday, that front should be getting its act together, pushing further to the south, and as it does, it'll reach the I-59 corridor by Tuesday morning. And that means a good chance of rain late Tuesday afternoon late Monday afternoon into Tuesday morning across much of the northern half of Alabama. Now look, high pressure begins to build into Alabama. This is Wednesday morning. We can see the high centered east of Denver. Very cold, large, sprawling high pressure means that we'll deal with that activity that's pushing into Alabama on Monday night and Tuesday, getting on through the area and into South Alabama by then. Here's a look at what the we'll be setting the stage for as we go into As we go into Wednesday and Thursday, that high pressure will be in control, and we should have cool and fair conditions. Some folks will see 40s on Wednesday morning. Lots of folks will see 40s by Thursday morning. We probably won't get out of the 60s on Wednesday, and Thursday promises to be a near perfect day with high temperatures in the lower 70s. Now, the next weather system comes in for the weekend. We can see moisture is back in place by Saturday, and by Saturday noon, high levels of moisture across Alabama, and another front moving our way. That means a good chance of rain and thunderstorms by late Saturday afternoon into Sunday. GFS printing out about 1 inch of rain for much of north and central Alabama, and we will take it because it certainly has been way too dry. Here's the front on through here by Sunday, meaning another round of cooler and drier weather for Alabama. Here's 10 days worth of temperatures off the GFS. Showing we'll be in the 80s today and tomorrow. Great weather for Talladega. I think we'll see clearing skies through the morning hours today for the I-20 corridor. Temperatures climbing into the lower 80s, so it should be perfect weather for the big race today at Talladega. Now, we'll drop back into the 70s on Tuesday as that front moves through. Probably don't get out of the 60s on Wednesday, as I said earlier, and then pretty perfect days for Friday, or for Thursday and Friday. Back in the 60s on Saturday as that front moves in with a good chance of rain. And behind that front will cool off, starting to look like late October, early November as we go toward the 21st and 22nd next Sunday and Monday. Temperatures for highs only in the 60s, lows will be in the 40s. Now, as we go out to Voodoo Land at the end of the period, we're looking at Monday, October 29th. That morning, split flow across the United States. A strong subtropical jet across or a strong southern branch of the polar jet, I guess, over the northern Gulf Coast, with the northern branch dipping down with a big trough over the eastern United States. And that looks like cool and fairly dry conditions. And if we look at the surface depiction from the GFS, that is borne out. Surface high over Missouri, about 1,024 millibars. Rain and activity out over the Gulf, and also some activity moving through the Ohio Valley in the northeast. But for us here in Alabama, we should be fair, dry, and cool with a light northerly wind. Now, that's your Weather Extreme video for this Sunday, October the 14th. James Spann will be back with the two-a-days tomorrow. Of course, Scott Martin will be back next Saturday. I'll get to sit in this chair again next Sunday. Until then, as I always say, keep an eye on the sky because there's always something fun to look at.
KS Heating and Air, the team ensuring your comfort.